The Cobweb antenna is a compact multi-band HF antenna that provides omnidirectional, horizontally polarized radiation. It is highly popular among hams with limited space, such as a small urban lots or rooftops, because it offers full-size dipole performance in a fraction of the footprint. At its core, a cobweb is simply a nested set of half-wave dipoles, usually covering 20 meter, 17 meter, 15 meter, 12 meter and 10 meter, that have been bent into squares and mounted on an X-shaped frame made of fiberglass spreaders. Bending a standard half-wave dipole into a square significantly reduces its physical size, but it also alters its electrical properties. The ends of the dipole are brought close together, separated by an insulator, which drops the feed point impedance from a standard 73 ohms down to roughly 12.5 ohms. Because all dipoles are fed from a single central feed point, there are two distinct design approaches to match this low impedance back to a 50 ohm transceiver. The original G3 TPW. The design uses twin-lead speaker wire of figure of 8 cable to create folded dipoles. The match. A folded dipole naturally multiplies the impedance by 4. By multiplying the 12.5 ohm feed point impedance by 4, the antenna natively achieves a near perfect 50 ohm match. The catch. It requires precise shorting of the twin lead ends and can be frustrating to tune because the wire's velocity factor heavily impacts the resonance. The G3TXQ variation. The design. Steve Hunt G3TXQ redesigned the antenna using standard single wire elements instead of a twin lead. The match. Because single wires remain at 12.5 ohms, this design uses a 1:4 guanella current balun at the feed point to step the impedance up to 50 ohms. The catch. You have to wind a dual core balun, but it is vastly easier to build, tune and prune than the original twin lead version. Because the elements are packed tightly together, many hams assume the Cobweb is a compromised or dummy load antenna. In reality, it is highly efficient. Footprint. Roughly 8.5 into 8.5 feet for a 20 to 10 meter version. Radiation pattern nearly omnidirectional. The square shape fills in the deep nulls found at the ends of a straight wire dipole. No rotator is needed. Polarization horizontal. This makes it notably quieter on receive than vertical antennas, as it picks up less man-made electrical noise. Gain around 0 dBd, that is with respect to a dipole. It provides practically identical gain to a full-size straight half-wave dipole mounted at the same height. Bandwidth. Wide enough to cover the entire band on 20 meter through 12 meter without a tuner. 10 meter usually requires choosing either the CW or data or SSP portion.